Hey y'all, it's me Marty. Welcome to another video. Quick little video here at a rest area in Nebraska. So I am rolling eastbound on I-80 now. I'm near the rest area near Gothenburg, I think. Anyway, it was raining really hard, like torrential rain, and it actually started to hail. So I pulled over at an exit, and then I started going again. And then I decided, I caught up to the storm. It's moving east. It's not a real big storm, but it's raining really hard and hailing and wind and everything. People are pulling over, cars and trucks. People are going slower with their hazards on. And then there's people passing really fast, crazy people, cars and trucks, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour in the rain. And with that combination, it's just not safe. So I thought, I have extra time, so I pull into a rest area and let the storm pass and traffic get better and everything, and it's already getting better. So, but I thought I'd do a little video while I'm sitting here waiting. So, and I've done this video before. I've talked about these things again before, but I want to do it again and maybe talk a little bit more about it. Just still going to be a short video, but I want to talk about my personal 10 top 10 hiking tips. 10 of them. I know that finger's crooked. I cut it off in 2002 and they sewed it back on and it's crooked and it's ugly, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, these are my personal tips. Take them with a grain of salt or a grain of sand or a grain of rice or whatever grain you like. Anywho, these are my 10 tips. And there's a lot of things, a lot in each one of these tips, but I'm just going to touch on each one of them. Okay, number one, and these aren't things I've made up. I've heard from others, I've read things, watched videos, learned, and this is 10 things that I think are important. And again, there's a lot of things in each one. Okay, number one, tell someone. So it's very important because if something goes wrong, somebody will know where you're at. So if you're going for a walk, a hike, a ramble, if you're going camping, if you're going exploring or an adventure, anywhere in the outdoors, whether it's desert or prairies or woods or mountains or you know, jungle or wherever you are, or even on the water or whatever it is, whatever you're doing, going out, especially by yourself, just tell somebody. It's not that hard. Tell your spouse or your kids or family or friends. Just give them a phone call, a text. Another thing you can do, and I do this usually, is put a post on Facebook. You put a post on Facebook and hundreds or thousands, depending on how many friends you have. I only have a few friends, but I know, it's kind of, no, I'm kidding. A lot of people see it, okay? And then if you don't come back in an hour or two, there's a lot of people that could, notify authorities and find you and help you. So, yeah, in some way tell somebody that you're going on a hike, you're going on an adventure, just in case things go wrong. Okay, number two, be prepared. Okay, I'm really big on being prepared and being ready. Now, I'll say right up front, I'm not a end of the world, zombie apocalypse, preparedness, all that kind of, I'm not one of those guys really. I don't get into that too much, but I do on a small level as far as being prepared when you go for a hike and for things that might change in the future, and just being able to be self-reliant, live on less, and being able to use your surroundings and use the outdoors, and trucks coming in here, and just be able to survive. And I think that's really important, whether you look at it as an end of the world thing or just being able to enjoy the woods more on a hike. You know, there's different levels, but I think it's really important to be prepared and be ready. And you can have a small survival kit, just a small little pack or a waist pack or a small day pack or a large backpack, whatever it is. And this isn't just for hiking. Could be for in your car too. Okay, you could have a backpack or a duffel bag and or a plastic container, and have gear in there, have survival items. It's just good to have that. So whether it's on a small level or a large level, be prepared, and at least have the 10 essentials. The 10 essentials. I made a acronym to remember it. Well, I had one a while back and it was kind of weird. I made a better acronym and I kind of changed the order of the 10 essentials and the wording so that I could have this acronym. But if you have an acronym, it's easier to remember. My acronym is STIFF WINS. STIFFWINNS. And it just helps me remember them. Shelter. Have a poncho, have a tarp, have a tent, have large contractor plastic bags, have something that you can make a shelter with, just to stay out of the weather. Tools and repair. Now, tools and repair could be a knife, could be a multi-tool, could be a Swiss Army knife, can be a folding saw, could be a hatchet, could be an axe, could be a bigger bow saw or something, could be one of those folding shovels. A lot of different things could come in the grouping of tools, but then also repair. Duct tape, Gorilla Tape, a sewing kit, patch repairs, and different things like that where you can repair things. So tools and repair. Insulation. If it's winter, a coat, a hat and gloves, warm boots, all that kind of stuff, long underwear, extra clothes, but even in the summertime, just to have a rain jacket, protection from the rain, and have, stuff like that, and long sleeve shirt or flannel shirt or whatever. I wear, nowadays when I go hiking, even in the summertime, which I don't do much because I don't like summer, but I'll still wear a long sleeve. I'll wear a light long sleeve, but just some insulation from the elements. Number fire. I'm big on fire. That. I'm big on fire and water. It's so important to be able to start a fire and know how to start a fire and have multiple ways of starting a fire. I say it over and over. Why have just a couple matches when you can have a lighter and a ferro rod and other ways to start a fire and have redundancy, have 2 or 3 of those items? They don't take up much room. I've seen so many movies and I've read books and I've heard stories of people who lost limbs or died because they didn't have a way of starting a fire. There's so much value in being able to start a fire. Again, for light and for warmth and for signaling for help, for boiling water to purify it, cooking food and making coffee and tea, hot chocolate, keep the bears away, keep the bugs away, drying clothes. It's a morale booster. For heat, did I mention heat from fire? It's so important. So I have a fire kit in every single one, even whether it's a small one or a big pack. Fire, very important. First aid. I have a good first aid kit in all my packs, not just Band-Aids, but things that you would need in a first aid situation. So I have a first aid kit in every kit, whether it's small or large. Water. I think it's a good thing to always carry water on you. And I have a water container, and I also have a metal container to boil water to purify more water. Also aqua tabs to purify water. I don't have a water filter right now. Well, I do have a Sawyer at home, but I don't usually carry it. But some way to purify water. So carry water and have a way to make more water, purify more water. You can't make water, only God makes water, but you know what I'm saying. Illumination. I'm really big on a headlamp because you can put it on your head, your hands are free, and you can walk down a trail, you can work around camp, all that. I think a headlamp is really good. And you can have a $1 one from Walmart, they work, or a $10 one or a $50 one, whatever, a headlamp. I also have a flashlight, those are good too. One neat thing about a headlamp, it's not just for hiking. I put mine on to work on vehicles or work on, under the car or downstairs in the basement in the dark or whatever. You drop a sock behind the dryer and you want to find that sock, because, the dryer steals our socks. We all know that. Anyway, yeah, illumination. And you could also have candles, those cracking light stick things, and lanterns and other ways to make light. Fire. Okay, nutrition. I always have snacks in every kind of little pack or big pack I have. I have snacks, but I also have emergency meals like ramen and rice and bouillon and tuna packets and salmon and Spam, and and if I'm gonna go overnight or a weekend, which I usually don't, I would have meals. Have some meals, and you don't have to have all those expensive backpacker meals. Have the North sides or the Great Value sides, rice and ramen and noodles. You can get budget stuff, but you got to have some food with you. Number 9, navigation. Have a compass, have maps of where you're hiking or wherever you're going, and I have a temperature and a compass on my watch too. It doesn't work real good, but it's there. But I also have a compass, and your phone. Always have your phone with you. There's so many good uses for your phone. Have a GPS if you can. They're kind of expensive, but if you can have a GPS, that's good too. And yeah, number 10, sun protection. It could be sunscreen or lotion, spray, whatever. It could be hat, bandana, sunglasses, all those things protect you from the sun. So yeah, that's the 10 essentials. That's just number 2. Sorry, I don't want to go on and on about it, but just wanted to share the 10 essentials quick. Number 3. This is within that one, but I have it as a separate tip because it's so important. Always have water and fire. It's so important, those 2 things. Yes, food, shelter, all those are important too, but water and fire are so very important for survival. Number 4, communication. Yeah, you have a phone. Everybody in the world has a phone, whether you're poor or rich. Everybody seems to be able to afford a phone. So have your phone with you. You can take pictures, you can make videos, but it's also GPS. You can text people, you can call for help. I mean, there's so many good uses for a phone. So yeah, you can call and talk on it. People don't use the phone for that much anymore, but and a GPS. GPS is good to have. I was gifted Spot Messenger now, and it's not the kind where I can type a message or I can see maps. I can't do that, but I can signal for I can hit the SOS button and signal for help. I mean, I fall and break a femur or whatever, a bear eats me or whatever. I can signal for help, and I can have a pre-programmed text on there to send my wife, and I do that. So yeah, if you can have a GPS, that's great too. But yeah, some communication with the rest of the world. Number 5, be wise. Check the weather. Know where you're going. Have maps. Think about your health too. Just be wise. Think of all the different things before you go on a hike, before you go anywhere. Yesterday I went for a hike in Colorado on the CDT in the Herman Gulch Trailhead, and my wife pointed out that it was really high elevation there, and so I don't really realize it. I mean, I've been on hikes, little hikes, my short little hikes in Colorado, Montana, in the mountains, and I know it's high elevation. We're talking 7, 8, 10,000, 12,000, 14,000 in Colorado. Where I was at there was 14,000 foot mountains right there, 12,000 foot mountains. I mean, but I always think, well, I'm low. I'm not up on the peaks. But even where I was hiking, it's high elevation. And I was huffing and puffing, yeah, because I was going uphill and I'm out of shape, but it was high elevation too. I didn't think about that. I found out that it was over 10,000 feet in elevation where I was at. And 2 miles up the trail was 12,000. That's a pretty high elevation to hike in. And no wonder I was huffing and puffing. I went up a half mile and came back. Well, even in that half mile, it was a 500 feet of elevation in a half mile. So yeah, think about all those things. Think about the weather and your health, and just know where you're at, and just just be careful, be wise, and be careful. Number 6, be alert. Listen. I know some people like to have headphones on, listen to podcasts or music or whatever when they're hiking. If you're going to do that, have it low, or have one out of your ear, one earbud out, so that you can hear if somebody's going to come past you, or so they don't surprise you. If a bear's running after you, so you can hear them. Lightning and thunder, bad weather, sirens, other people, animals. Just, be alert. So listen and watch for things. Just be aware of where you're walking, uphill or downhill, or the surroundings. Just be alert and be ready for anything. I like the saying of expect the best, but be prepared for the worst. Always just be alert for whatever could happen. Number 7, be respectful. And that goes for animals and people, and the nature too, God's creation. Try to stay on trail, and I know I'm not always on trail, but if there's a trail, stay on it. Just be respectful for the nature and the plants and the soil and all that ecology or geology, the growing stuff in nature, and respect the animals. don't sneak up on animals. Don't be too quiet. You know, make some noise. Make a video so you're talking. Talk to other people. Sing, whatever. So you don't, you know, accidentally, you know, come upon mama bear and her cubs, or between them. Don't do that. You know, I mean, so and be respectful of animals. If you see a bear or a deer on trail, maybe turn around, go the other way, or wait for them to move, or just be respectful of animals. Be respectful of other people. Again, back to music. Don't have a speaker on your backpack and playing music walking down a trail. If you want to listen to music, again, have one earbud in and listen to it. But don't make other people listen to your music. Maybe they don't like it. Maybe they don't want to hear music. Maybe they want to enjoy the outdoors in the nature, and you should too. So yeah, and you know, do the right away thing when you're hiking, you know, to other people and horses and bikes. And I think I might do a video too on 10 tips for hiking etiquette too. That would be in with there. But yeah, respect the people, you know, and when you're camping, you know, don't be too close to other people, and keep the noise down, and just be respectful of you know, the wildlife and other people. Number 8, share your experiences. And I just think it's really important. You know, I make videos just for fun, to share my life with others. And I've had people say, thank you for sharing. I can't do that. I can't get out like I used to. Or I've never been there, and I probably will never get there. And it's neat to see it and experience through your videos. So, you know, make videos, make podcasts, take pictures and share them on Facebook. You know, just share your experience. You can write, you know, write a book. Write a diary, or just share your experiences in that way. Share your experiences with the world and with other people, and they can be part of it and enjoy it too. So I think that's really important. Number 9, do what you can. We're all at different places in life, whether it's our age, our abilities, our limitations, finances, time, whatever. We all have different limitations, and we're all different in different places of life too. But do what you can. If you don't live in the country, go for a hike in the park. You know, I'm talking specifically of hiking and enjoying the outdoors here, but this could go for all of life, really. But do what you can in your life, and what God has given you, and where He has put you right now. Do what you can, and that's what I'm big on. That my big thing is live fully alive. You know. Some days I'm like, oh, I can't go for a hike, or I can't do this, or but I'll try to do something, you know. And just do your best, work hard, play hard, and do your best, and do what you can where you're at any given moment. Number 10, enjoy the journey. If you're someone who likes to hike 10-20 miles a day for the endurance and to see how many miles you can do and stuff like that, great. That's if you enjoy that. Whatever, do it however you enjoy. I go for really short, slow hikes. My wife and I will go for really short hikes together, just to enjoy the outdoors, take pictures, make videos, enjoy it together, explore. It's just kind of fun. So enjoy the journey. Just don't get through it and then it's over so quick or whatever, and you didn't really enjoy it. So yeah, that's number 10. So yeah, that's my 10 hiking tips. Again, there's a lot of things within each of those 10, but I think they cover most things. I don't know. Again, number 1, tell someone. Number 2, be prepared. Number 3, always have water and fire, among other things, but those 2 for sure. Number 4, communication. Number 5, be wise. Number 6, be alert. Number 7, be respectful. Number 8, share your experiences. Number 9, do what you can. Number 10, enjoy the journey. So anyway, just my 10 tips of hiking and enjoying the outdoors. So looks like the storm is passing, so I'm going to keep on trucking across Nebraska. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and all that fun stuff, and we'll see you on the next video.